Hi, my name is Carla Roth. My husband and I have been members at Trinity for about 6 years now, and I'm really happy to have this opportunity to talk about what I love about my church. I remember well when I first came to Trinity, but first I want to give you some background about what had been happening in my life. I was raised in an evangelical church, and my grandfather was a circuit riding preacher, and so I was actually almost birthed in church, not literally, but I had gone to my church, my home church, for many years, over 45 years when I came to Trinity. And it was a very difficult decision for me to leave the church that had become my family for so many years. But just as kids need to leave the nest in our parental homes, I felt that I needed to leave for a time to begin to think through some things that were troubling me. And so I stepped away from church for almost 5 years, having been in church sometimes and often 3 times a week. That was quite a contrast. I found that I was having difficulty knowing what I truly believed versus what I'd been told to believe. And that began to really trouble me. So after being a little bit disillusioned about organized church, I didn't attend. And I can tell you that that time away was good for me because it gave me clarity, helped me sort through some important issues, and I became more secure in my faith, more so than I'd ever been in my life. My faith has been the foundation of my life, and I've been passionate about it since I was a teenager. But it took on a lot more meaning for me when I really sat back and thought about what I personally felt about my church and about the role of church in my life. So after 5 years, I was also very lonely, lonelier than I think I've ever been, because I had known what it was like to have a wonderful church family around me, and that was all gone. And so I felt God nudging me to go back to church. And I certainly knew of a lot of churches in the area. I've lived here all my life. And for whatever reason, Trinity Church popped into my mind. I'd only been in the sanctuary one time, and that would probably had been 20 years before. And I just remembered that they had a wonderful choir, and I knew that music was a priority there. And I loved to sing and had been in choir since I was a child. So I decided, even though my husband was working on that particular Sunday, I came to Trinity, and I came in and found my seat and enjoyed the service. And as we were greeting one another, one of the women on my pew came over and spoke to me and introduced herself. And it turned out that she knew my husband, that they had taught together at New Albany High School. And we found out we had some other people in common. And before I left that service that day, she had introduced me to 3 or 4 other people, and I felt already so welcome, and that I belonged there. They made me feel like I belonged there. I learned later, and I joke with Dora Largent, who's the person who helped me get acquainted at Trinity. I found out I sat in Dora's pew, and we laugh about that because she took me on because I sat in her pew. And I came to understand that, however, no matter where we're sitting in Trinity, we're welcome, and it becomes a very special, friendly place. There are many things that I love about Trinity. I've already mentioned one of them is the music. We have a wonderful music program, and the arts are so appreciated here. And that's very special to me because I think music can communicate so much in a worship service and goes far beyond the words that we might speak. I also love the Sunday school class that I belong to called the Quest class. And one of the reasons that I stayed in the Quest class is, first of all, the name intrigued me, and I thought, I'm going to like this because I've been on a quest, and that's what stepping away from church was about for me. And I thought, I bet these are people in here who really can ask a lot of questions and allow others to ask questions, and that was important to me. I'd had enough of pat answers in the church, simple solutions to complex problems that I didn't think were very relevant. So I found out that the Quest class was indeed what I hoped for. We have a great time in that class. We have a lot of different opinions. We don't always agree, but every time we leave and we come back, we're friends again. It doesn't matter about what we don't agree on. What matters is the unity that we build about the things we do agree on, and the fact that we love Christ and we want to be servants in the church. So if you're looking for the opportunity to plug in, I can tell you that Trinity has a lot of opportunities. And Trinity will welcome you and allow you to spread your wings and use the talents that God has given you. And that was something that was so helpful to me, that they let me come and be a part. I didn't have to earn my way. I didn't have to be here for a long time. They just welcomed me. And the last thing I'll say that I love about Trinity is just that people are real. And I'm not much of a chit-chat person. I like to talk about substance, and I find that to be true so much here at Trinity. I feel like I can truly be myself, and I don't feel like I find judgment at all. I think we're a great people to become a part of. It's fun to journey together in this life, and I've just found this a wonderful place of fellowship. If you're looking for some place to plug in, if you're looking for somewhere that you truly can belong, I highly suggest that you come give us a visit. I'm very honored to be a part of Trinity Church. I'm proud of my church heritage that gave me roots, and Trinity is the place that's given me wings, and I'm so very happy and grateful here. Please come visit us.